Well, gamers, Shit I'll Never Play is making its triumphant return for 2017. Sort of. Mad Mikeey Gaming. Hey all you mad gamers, Mad Mikeey here with the first edition of Shit I'll Probably Never Play for 2017. In case you're not familiar with this show, it's basically Friday, it's the end of the week, we're just chilling out, and I'm going to show you guys what I've actually picked up. Now this is a bit of a bumper edition because I stopped just a bit before Christmas because I actually stopped buying games. I've got a couple here that I had on back order and that I bought through various sales over the holidays. So we've got a bit of a mixture this week. We've got some old ones, we've got some peripherals, we've got some new games, and we've got some games that don't work. So if you like today's show, give us a thumb. I want your thumbs. I want heaps of them. Let's try and aim for 5 this week. And don't forget to tell your mother, tell your father, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your cousin, tell your rellos about Mad Mikeey Gaming because they might like gaming. With the first one of this week, this one is a peripheral. I've actually already got one of these, but this one was actually coming boxed and also came from the man that you will come to know as the enabler, the kiss stealing, wheeling dealing son of a gun, Vossi. So Vossi gave us a bit of a deal towards the end of the year, just a bit of a Merry Christmas, not happy birthday, you dumbass. This was a very good deal. He's always given me good deals. He will always give me good deals. But this one was a boxed Rumble Pack for the Nintendo 64. As I said, I've already got a Nintendo 64 Rumble Pack, but actually having it still in the box is a bonus, baby. It doesn't actually have the whole cutout and everything like that, but beggars can't be choosers. It's really just going to be a display piece once the gaming room's all up and running. Back in the day when Rumble Packs required AA batteries. Was it AA? AAA. Batteries were included, but not in this one. But yeah, look, Rumble Packs, this was, I mean, PlayStation didn't even think of bringing them out. I think it was actually Nintendo that was the first lot to bring out with its Nintendo 64. This added great immersion to their games. But now it's obviously, it's part of gaming now, your Rumble Pack. So this is where it probably didn't quite all start, but this had a lot to do with it. Also, now the next game that's coming up, I've never actually played, but there's a very good reason for that. It was actually banned in Australia. Banned. Why? For excessive drug use? Who knows? But it is actually the game called Narc. Now, I don't know if this game's actually any good or not. It sort of came out around the time when you sort of your GTAs and your what's that other game's called? There was True Crime. So yeah, True Crime LA, True Crime New York. You just had all these sort of open world crime drama games coming out. This one's actually got Michael Madsen, the Hollywood actor, in it as the voiceover. He actually did quite a few games around this period in his career as well. He also did the voice for Tanner in Driver 3, which was multi-platform game. Alright game in my opinion. Not the best. It had a lot of bugs and whatnot. But this one, it's your typical, your over-the-top drug, good cop, bad cop. You can you're undercover and you can either be a goodie, you can be a baddie. So I'm actually really wrapped that I'm able to get this one because it never came out in Australia because our rating board sucked. It still actually does pretty much suck. They're still banning games even though we've got an R rating now. And on to another generation of gaming. Now, I've actually already owned this game previously, but back in my trading in days when I couldn't afford every game that I wanted to buy, not that I can. Wonder if history's going to start repeating itself. I will never whore out these games. Yakuza 3. Now, I've got 4. I've got 5 digitally. I'm just so peeved that game actually only came out digitally. It didn't come out physically. Yakuza 0 is actually coming out this year. Very awesome game. This was the first Yakuza game that I ever did play. It's obviously, if you know the series, it's basically GTA in Japan, and you play basically a good guy in the Yakuza, or you're going against the Yakuza. So Kazuma, he's the main guy in this one. In the others, you sort of play multiple ones, and obviously with Zero coming out, it's the big origin story set in the 80s. But there is so much that you can do in this game, and this was actually one of the first actual multi-language games that I'd ever played. The voiceover tracks are in Japanese, but obviously you've got your English subtitles. It's really an incredible game. There is so much that you can do in this game. If you were to compare it to, say, your GTA and your other sort of open world games out there, this one is very limited in terms of with its city, but that's saying I didn't really play that much. I only probably put in about 15 hours into this game before something else came along and swept me off my feet and charmed me into playing that one for probably another 15 hours and not finishing it. But this is really cool. There's just there's a lot to do in the day. There's a lot to do in the night. There's like your hostess clubs and stuff like that. A little bit of sexy time. But yes, I really hope that when Zero comes out, I'm just going to sort of sit down and start playing these. But I'm getting a bit open world fatigued at the moment. I just want a sort of straight story. So you never know. I might sort of just start playing this one night. You never know. We have this next one. Now, I have no freaking idea what it is. Just doing a bit of research before the show today, I actually found out that it's an indie title. I didn't know that, and it's a Japanese game. It's Anima Gate of Memories. Now, it's an open world RPG from what I've heard, with just a lot of rails, but there are actually quite a lot of rails, which is good. So there's the side quests, but there looks to be like a lot of open areas with not much to do. Just very much in vein of sort of your old Final Fantasy games where you just got a wide open road and then just all of a sudden, boom, some bad guys just come the frig out of nowhere. Then you got to fight them and then you're like, I can't bother doing this. It's very Japanese where the cutscenes aren't actually like fully fledged like Hollywood blockbuster scenes or anything like that. It's just your two characters talking. From what I heard and watched, it is a bit bearable because they do sort of change the backgrounds and do a few different things to keep you interested. So that's a good thing. Don't know if I'll ever get around to playing it, but it was $28. I got it on sale, so maybe one day we'll play this. I'm not very confident in saying that. Next up was the bargain. Well, I thought it was a bargain until I got it home. Guitar Hero Live. Now, this was actually going for $15 at our local Targets. Obviously, Target's a worldwide brand. But $15, yeah, for this, the guitar and everything. I'll sort of go over why this probably wasn't the bargain of the week. It's because it actually doesn't work more than 2 steps away from the TV. That's right. If you're watching the video now, I'll actually put it up there. Trying to connect this thing is a bitch. I've heard that there's a lot of issues, but I really lost interest now. When we were at PAX, I think it was about 2 years ago, me and my friend Beck, we were actually trying this out, and the controls on it are really close. Like they're like 3 buttons, then 3 buttons underneath. So like I'm really spastic enough on the normal Guitar Hero games, but to have them that close, I mean, I was willing to give it a go for $15. You can't really go wrong with that, and it was brand new. But they only had it on Wii U. I don't know if it's an issue with the Wii U, this whole connectivity issue. I've heard that there's sort of Wi-Fi issues and stuff like that, but what am I supposed to do with all my consoles being out there? There's going to be Wi-Fi going through somewhere. I mean, it could even be my Fitbit for all I know. Haven't tried that, but I doubt very much that it is. And with the last game of the week, it was a game that came out towards the start of December. I wasn't 100%. I was pretty much sold with the fact that I wasn't going to get this game, purely on the fact that I did play it at PAX this year. It didn't really do anything different for me. It just seemed very much of the same from what I've normally been playing. But that's Dead Rising 4. I've been a big fan of this series since it first came out. Just the whole the first one with the shopping mall. You had all this time, like you had time to run out to actually go and do these things. So if you missed that mission, it was you could never do that mission again. So you might miss out on something. Didn't really do my OCD very well, but I loved the game back then. I loved the graphics. Then 2 came out. That one was pretty cool. The multiplayer aspect of it was a bit silly, the fact that you'd actually play the same character. But I did like the fact that they sort of brought out some DLC as like a prologue to the game, and then they did another one with Frank in it. So that was actually they did a really good job with that. And then when they did Off the Record, which was basically 2 but with Frank West, I actually haven't played that one, to be honest. I've got it on Steam and stuff like that, but I really want to sort of get the Dead Rising new Xbox One collection in physical form or digitally, whatever's cheaper, really, because I've already got them on Xbox 360. Number 3 was pretty good. It was a launch title, so I got it, and the graphics on it were amazing, but just with the slew of other games that were coming out at that point, it just sort of got put to the side. So I might sort of go back and finish it one day. But I played about sort of 20 minutes of this just to check it out, and it seems pretty cool, to be honest. So this might get some love one day. Maybe even tonight. I don't know. As I said, I'm sort of a bit open world fatigued at the moment. I just really want something that's going to tell a good story and just be mind-numbing. I think I said in a couple of videos, I might sort of play 2 Human, or I might sort of play just some Overwatch or The Order 1866, just to be random. That game I actually really enjoyed at that point. It was sort of the game that I was looking for. But that's it for this week, guys. Hopefully this show starts picking up. I've got a couple of deals on the go at the moment, but I just got to wait for some things called money to come through so I can pay these guys. But rest assured, there's a lot of good stuff coming, and I can't actually wait to be showing off some of these things. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week on Monday for Getting to Know Mad Mikey Mondays. Bye guys.